Welcome everybody.
So you okay? We're just staying like that, are we? Okay.
That's how it works. That's how it works.
That's how it's always been.
Well, everybody, the average broadcast. It's been a while. It's been a while. Still losing my voice.
Even though you got over COVID, which was a while ago.
I didn't have COVID. I had something else. I had something worse.
Oh, you had the flu. That's right. You had the
Yeah.
flu.
I don't know if it was a flu or just a cold, but it felt worse than COVID in some ways.
Well, let's go with flu because everyone, like a few other people got it. Like Gunny got a flu.
Yeah, true.
The flu. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
There's two flus. There's the A and the B one.
The only flu I know is you.
Damn.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's fine. That's how it is.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, we like Troy said, welcome back to the Average Blokes podcast, where we on this show prove that we're above average. And today, to do that with me, is my good buddy Troy. How are you going, Troy?
I'm good. How are you, Jackson?
I'm going smashingly well.
Also, I was gonna say, hey everybody, but you asked me how I was.
Yes. I mean, we've been doing this consistently for a little bit now, sort of. You know.
You mean, well, it's become inconsistent now since when was the last one?
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I was sick, so that's my excuse.
It's fine because after episode 10, we've kind of run out of ideas. Let's just go back to what we normally be doing when we're not recording, and that's playing Rocket League
or other video games.
Or other videos like Prop Hunt, which fun.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, we should. But before we bring that up, I was going to say, yeah, it's actually a bit worse for me, Jackson, because I had to reinstall Windows all over again because of the damn graphics card issue.
RAM.
Oh yeah, that's right. My RAM stick issue. I mean, I lost like 2 episodes of the recording.
Oh.
I think.
Okay,
So I'm like an episode or 2 behind.
Episode 9, yeah.
But the best part about that is I could just take yours if I really wanted.
You could just do that, and I'll be happy for you to do that.
But I don't think I will do that because it doesn't really matter when no one's watching your channel. That's the beautiful thing. I could like nobody's. Could you imagine like 5 years from now? Imagine if we still did this for fun. As like someone's like, "Where are the lost episodes from Troy's perspective?" We want the lost episodes.
And we're sponsored by like Raid Shadow Legends or something stupid.
Sponsored by Raid Shadow
Although in
Legends.
5 years, maybe Raid Shadow Legends won't be a thing. It might be something else.
It probably will be something else. Welcome to Magical Dragon Raid.
Yeah.
It'll be raise your dragons to raid or something. I don't know. I'm trying to combine because there's that weird dragon one that people do now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where they hatch eggs or something and like
How to Train Your Dragon.
it's something like that. Yeah, but like there's a few popular YouTubers who have been made into dragons in the game to get more people to play it.
Yeah, I do know the one you're talking about because it was like a flash game that was also on Facebook. It was a Facebook game at one stage too, I think.
Maybe. I've played similar games where you raise a creature up and then like it evolves and basic Pokemon stuff.
Yeah. All right, small talk, just quickly. I'll try and make this as quick as possible.
Yeah.
The last 3 or 4 weeks between recording episodes and whatnot, for me, a certain video game came out, so I've been playing that non-stop.
And it's been great getting away from you.
Yeah, I'm now like Grand Champ, says Troy.
Oh yeah, I wish. No, I am Diamond 1 in ones, which is nice. I mean, it's the 3rd time I've been Diamond 1. No, it's actually hard to get to Diamond 1 in ones. It is incredible. Yeah, ones. Yeah. It's how do I explain it? The difference between like plat and diamond when it comes to ones is just huge in the sense that if you're playing ones and you're in diamond, most of the people you're versing, they're just playing for keeps. Like there's no fun involved, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like you go for an air dribble, you better be getting that air dribble, otherwise you might as well be giving them a free goal because they'll just catch the ball and take it towards your goal.
Yeah. Another thing that happened.
Uncreative.
Last recording, we had the dear passing of the Queenie.
The Queenie.
Queenie Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. God save the Queen.
Yeah. Well,
I'm so glad our generation didn't have to sing that.
I mean, we don't live in England, so yeah.
Oh, don't you know, Jackson?
We used to have that as a national anthem. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think you're right.
Yeah, it was before. I think it was. It was definitely our parents' generation, but I can't remember if it was my brother's. I don't think it was. I think that was.
No, it was a while ago. It was before my days.
It was about 30 years ago, or actually no, 40 years ago probably.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened, and thanks to her, we're having a second public holiday next week, which is the Thursday.
Oh,
so
it's
having a birthday, and thanks for dying that way.
Oh, it's so good. The only problem is it's thrown work into a complete and total spaz for me. Like I got so many more jobs on at the moment just so they can fit it all in.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah. Well, Troy, have you brought something to the table? Because I have. I remember I messaged you earlier this week. I was wondering if you want to get back into it, and you said you've been thinking about something.
Oh no, I was just thinking about doing the podcast. There was no particular subject or anything.
That's fine. That's okay. I'm happy to provide the subject today.
I mean, there's a few things I could talk about, but I'm just trying. What's a good thing? I've been reading a lot of anime stuff.
What's the latest anime you've been reading?
You don't. Do you really want to know the manga? So there's 30 chapters in this so far. Yesterday I read 29. It's about a girl who gets sent to a different world to become the Demon King's wife and have his babies.
The Demon King's wife.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know the weird thing is most of the ways the kids are born are through magical tools. She just magically gets pregnant and lays an egg.
Oh gosh.
It's the weirdest. I don't know why. I just read it's a typical weird Japanese romance thing, like manga.
So Japan.
And the other one I was reading was a webtoon or a basically
webcomic.
Basically a webcomic. I think it was a Chinese one, but I started reading it because it looked like a weird muscly Harry Potter looking thing.
Harry Potter on steroids by the sound of it, huh?
I mean, it kind of is. It's got the three main characters. It's got the girl as one of them, and the two guys. And the main character wears glasses, but he's like a super muscly guy. I kind of got bored of it, but it was interesting at first.
Okay.
But other than that, that's not really a subject. That's just more small talk about what I've been up to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. I've just been doing nothing but playing Splatoon 3 and working each day.
I was gonna say I could tell because you haven't called me at all this past week or two. Because we haven't spoken much.
No. I will admit though, like as soon as I've been finishing work this past week each day, I'm just been thinking Splatoon 3 in my mind, and then also like, oh, you get to go home and see my family, but then I just want to play.
No, sorry. It's just it sounded like you're like gotta do Splatoon, and then after you do Splatoon, oh yeah, that's right, I have a family. Like you've come home immediately started playing and then stopped playing like halfway, like it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. You're like, oh, that's right. My kid! I have a kid!
That's right.
Where did you... What's she been up to? You turn... Letitia's like covered in like just stuff.
I usually don't start playing until like 6:30, so I get a good 4 hours at least, which is good.
So what makes Splatoon 3, before we get into the main subject, what makes Splatoon 3 better than Splatoon 2?
Okay, well, I've talked about this on my other podcast, the Splashdown podcast. So basically, I'll just do the long story short.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to hear the long story.
No, it's basically more balanced. The new special weapons, they removed the old specials like Stingray, and
yes, of course, the Stingray, a classic.
Yeah, oh no,
I know it well.
It was a pain in the ass, is what it was. And Karma was just absolutely a fun killer. Like, yeah. And the weapons that they were on were just easy to use. But yeah, and there was a heavy reliance on a certain ability called main power up, which made your weapon stronger. So it was like a 2-shot kill.
Oh yeah, I know the main power up. I hear it's the most used one.
Abused as well.
I hear it's the main one.
But you say that, but that's actually very true.
I mean, it's in the name. It's the main power up.
Like, the reason why it's so much better is because like Splatoon 2 was so stale, like for like 2 or 3 years. Like there was no real content updates. It was just constant patches, which is like once every 2 months, and it really wasn't keeping the player base. Like,
it's because they were getting. Well, how long's it been out for?
5 years. It was 5 years.
Well, there you go. That's why they probably were like, yeah, we'll make a third one. We're not going to focus on the second one.
Yeah,
we're making a third.
Yeah, no, it was a good idea, and like so far so good. The only issue we've had, and it's strange because like it's so Nintendo at the same time, they've had an issue with their servers. There's some sort of got net coding wrong, like some of their networking. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to describe it, but apparently there's something wrong within their servers that people just getting constant communication errors, which is a pain in the ass because everyone's disconnecting. And if someone disconnects early, then everyone has to stop playing for. Like that game just ends instantly, which is not fun at all. But yeah,
makes sense.
But that's gonna be patched this week apparently. So,
oh well, that's good.
That's good. It's really good. It's been good fun. The story mode was amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's just gonna be more content for this game as opposed to Splatoon 2. Like Splatoon 3 has doing like how we got Rocket League, there's Rocket Pass. It's basically gonna be that, but you don't have to pay for it. So there's seasons, which is so good as opposed to monthly.
I see.
Seasons, so it's gonna be so good.
Looks like they're following a good example then.
Yeah, well the thing is, right, Splatoon 2 came out just after Fortnite.
I am sorry, audience. I didn't know what I was doing. I swear, I didn't know he was going to do this. Whatever happened to long story short?
I'm going to stop. That's where I'm going to stop.
Jackson, this episode is supposed to be about me and my games. And that brings us to our subject real quick. Sorry to cut you short there, but you did say you had your other podcast. We don't want to turn this into the Average Bloke Splatoon podcast.
I'm glad you did that, Troy. I'm so glad that you made that awesome segue.
No worries.
To some games that you should be playing instead of Rocket League and the other one that
Jackson, you're doing it wrong. I love it how I'm currently playing Rocket League now as we talk about this, and I'm going to have it in the video. But yes, our main subject is going to be video games. What video games should Troy play? Because I'm not bored of Rocket League, but I want to make content for starters, and I want games to play for that content. But I also want to just play something different, play something fun.
Okay, so before we get to that list, for those who are watching still up to this point, leave in the comments below, or just DM us on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or Discord or wherever we can find us. What games should Troy be playing? Because I've got a list of 25 games, specifically PC games, to play on a computer that have come out since 2020, like in this past 2 years. So, starting at number 25, Troy, the number 25 game you should be playing on PC.
Is this like wait, I want to know what this list is like. What's the list called? Top 25 games you should be playing?
Top 25 single-player games to play on PC in 2022.
Ah, good. Yeah, as much as I like multiplayer games, I don't really want too many more. I kind of figured
you would, like Rocket League's enough. Like
I mean, I like other multiplayer games. Don't get me wrong, but I want something I can play where I don't need to rely on playing with other people as much. I guess you could say a nice, relaxing kind of thing.
So this list provides like a brief description and opinion about the game is in the state it is now as opposed to when the game was released. So because I say that because the first one on this list,
what is the 25, first one?
Is Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh my goodness. I have actually been curious about that game because it looks kind of like Grand Theft Auto meets Fallout.
Yeah, well that's a good way of putting it, with a futuristic kind of touch as well. The person says here, it's been a major letdown at the release, and that's a known fact. But don't close the tab just yet. Just hear us out. It's still a solid cyberpunk adventure with a well-thought story. Interesting, most of the time, characters, and satisfying gameplay. Some glitches here and there never stop Fallout fans from loving the series, so why should Cyberpunk be omitted? It's been patched a lot since it came out. It's patched to hell and back, so you shouldn't worry too much about getting it now. So, and the thing is too, if you're going to get it now, it's a whole lot cheaper. Like I'm looking at this website, and it's like $25.
That's pretty good. I remember when Fallout first came out, and it was so good because people would like tell you about all these not game-breaking bugs, or some of them were, but little glitches you could do. Like you could use the dog to get an infinite of any kind of item that you want. As long as you have the item, you could drop it, get the dog to pick it up while you pick it up at the same time, and it would create a duplicate because the dog would pick one up and you'd grab one, so it would create an item out of thin air. So for rare items, you could just like fusion cores, which were harder to get. and used to power your suit, you'd be able to just make as many as you wanted.
Yeah, fair enough.
But and there was a gun you could get like at the very start of the game. There was a way to glitch through to get it, and it was like a frost gun.
A frost gun.
But that was with Fallout. The only thing I've seen with Cyberpunk is T-posing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Cyberpunk was funny when it first came out. So I should mention also a lot of these games are on Game Pass as well. Cyberpunk is not.
Oh, here you go.
But I
Here
said
you
it because,
go.
yeah.
This
Number
can be
24.
cool. This could be the title of this episode. Why Troy should get Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Power Wash Simulator.
Well, I don't know if it's on the list. I did check earlier, but I couldn't see it.
You know the thing. While I'm on the subject of that game, you know the thing that confuses me about that game is, unlike other games like Euro Truck or Truck Simulator or even Farming Simulator, you can buy a pressure hose. Like a pressure washer.
In real life car or something.
Yes, you can. Well, you can get a cheap $150 one, or like you probably get a cheaper one still. But you can get one, and you can wash your house with it, or your car, or like you don't need to play a game for it.
But it's not so much the what you're doing; it's the satisfaction and enjoyment you get from actually seeing the results of you.
I know, but the results aren't real.
I know. It's Okay, so 24. Hitman 3.
Oh yes, I played Hitman 3. I actually played and enjoyed a bit of Hitman 3, but the thing that bothered me is the very first time I tried to play it, I tried playing it on a laptop, and that was just a nightmare.
Yeah.
But I played it on this when I first got this computer. I actually installed it and played it for a little while, and it is a fun game. I do enjoy it, but it's also really like. It's a tough game to get into.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's the stealth. It's a game with the stealth element. Like it is hardcore stealth. Like you really got to be switched on with the stealth and all that, or with the, like if you want to play the game a certain way, like it's because there are certain, so you can complete a mission multiple times in Hitman 3, and there's different ways to complete the mission. So you can complete it by like you get prizes and bonuses on each mission. There's like I think 20 different ways, 20 different little trophies you can get for each mission, and each trophy is for example, you have to kill the targets without anyone seeing you. That's the main one. And then there's that's one of the main. There's three main ones. One is kill the targets without being seen, kill the targets without using weapons, and then there's one where it's like kill your targets without changing clothes or being seen. So you have to. That's the ultimate sneak one, because you have to somehow sneak around everyone whilst dressed up in your suit, rather than dressed as a chef or something.
Yeah. It's a bit of achievement hunting in the end. Really.
It is, yeah. And I was like, I probably should have started off playing the game just trying to finish the missions, but I was trying to do the stuff like that, like trying to get those achievements right off the bat, and it was too hard. I gave up and was like, I don't really feel like playing the game at the moment. I keep getting caught really easily, which is funny because I like stealth games.
Yeah, I thought that game was up your alley, but yeah. Moving on, 23, Halo Infinite, also on Game Pass. Basically, just online. I got the game and I played one game of it. Don't get me wrong. It's one of the games I've actually thought about playing more of, because now that when I first installed it, it had just come out, so they were kind of struggling with the servers a little bit. But I played one game of it, and I really got the nostalgia feel from when I first played Halo, and when I first did like the moment I got Killing Spree. I was like, oh, I remember this. This was great. Killing Spree. Yeah, that voiceover.
I do need to get back into it.
Okay, 22, Crusader Kings 3. I don't know this.
Oh my goodness, I do. I want to get that. Yeah, true.
Well, there you go. It's on Game Pass as well.
Also, you haven't heard of Crusader Kings?
Not entirely. When I think about what it could be, it sounds like it could be like an Age of Empires game.
Well, sort of. It's more
Middle Ages. Yeah.
It is, but it's more of a how should I put it? It's closer to Civilization. You've played. Have you seen someone play Civilization?
Yes. Civ 5 I've seen part.
Yeah, but there's no like. Yeah, it's more like Civilization, but it's very very complicated. Like Crusader Kings 2 is a brilliant game, but those Crusader Kings game once again they're very very complicated games as well. Like I played the second one, and the way I managed to get more joy out of it is I made my character immortal. And then I got the DLC so I could be Viking, so I could invade whoever I wanted. The best way for me to describe the game is it's like a political game. It's just just politics.
Oh, actually, you know what? I think I have seen someone play Crusader Kings because I think Jacksepticeye did a paid video for it. He probably would have. He was being an Irish. He was doing like an Irish kind of.
That's the thing. That's the thing that makes the game good is you can start from like India to Ireland to Saudi Arabia to. Unfortunately, you can't start in Australia because no proper civilization existed there.
No, that's right.
Or no civilization that had the ability to like take over other countries or invade.
No empire. It wasn't really.
Yeah, there was no empire. That's it.
It was all tribes.
No kingdoms basically. Or anything. Yeah.
Tribes. 21. Total Warhammer 3. Sorry, hold on. Total War Warhammer 3. That's.
Oh, I wouldn't mind playing Warhammer 3. Yeah. Oh, Total War. Oh, Total War Warhammer. That's different to Warhammer.
Yeah, it must be.
There's a huge difference. Total War is a very once again, it's like Civilization and that. And Crusader Kings.
They say here, a few games can match one of the best single-player campaigns here, but Warhammer 3 is a worthy epilogue to the epic trilogy, and totally deserves its place at this top. It was added to Game Pass on release earlier.
I mean, I've got Total War, and I was going to install it. I've got Total War Troy on from Epic Games for free. Yes, I know it's the name, but it is.
And my name and all.
One of the problems with some of these games is I start playing them, or I start a campaign, and then I just don't come back to it. Mm-hmm. Or I start playing a game, or I install it and then start playing it, and then I have to reinstall Windows because something goes wrong with this computer.
Fair enough. Number 20, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade.
Oh, I wouldn't mind playing that actually, because I never played the original Final Fantasy.
If you're a fan of the original Final Fantasy VII, you already know this is a must. However, it will be a smooth introduction to the franchise if you've never encountered it before. It has excellent graphics and a redesigned combat system that works perfectly. The game explores the characters even more than the original game, so be ready for a truly magical experience.
See, the only issue you'd find playing a Final Fantasy game is get ready to play for a long time.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They are extremely long games. I have never finished a Final Fantasy game.
Fair enough. Number 19, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This is a recently new game too, I believe.
I could get into it. I've watched a couple of videos about Assassin's Creed, just basically how to get free money and stuff like that.
Yeah. The problem with Assassin's Creed, I was listening to a podcast called The Back Pocket. It's an Australian gaming podcast, and they talked about they had a guest on. This guest had never played an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh wow!
And the host was like, "What? How have you not played Assassin's Creed?" And I'm like, "I've never played an Assassin's Creed game."
What? You've never played Assassin's Creed?
No, I have not.
That's understandable. I can't really imagine you playing Assassin's Creed.
I don't feel like I have a need to play it though, because they're all very similar. Like the person was saying.
Yeah, but if you've never played one, you don't know what any. You might. That's like saying, like, for example. I was going to say, like, people who haven't played Splatoon. It's like me trying to describe Splatoon to somebody. I don't know. They shoot paint. Jackson, what do they do in Assassin's Creed?
Shoot paint. No? Oh.
No, you're getting yourself muddled up. No, actually, what do you think they do in Assassin's Creed?
They run around parkour, killing people with all the baddies, and then you assassinate targets?
Yes.
Like a Weekend Man version? Okay.
Yeah, basically. What do they do in Splatoon? Say it, Jackson. Say it.
Run on a selfie. It's assessing targets. And
No, I was gonna say run around and shoot paint.
Oh,
no, but that's
Yeah. So
Assassin-
this person I was listening to, they were saying Assassin's Creed feels a bit like Call of Duty, as in there's always an Assassin's Creed game every year. But apparently Assassin's Creed, the people who are behind them, they got to go. They're making a one game where it's going to be a live service. So there's going to be just expansion passes for it, or like that kind of stuff. Which is probably a good idea because there's probably someone out there that's got every single Assassin's Creed game, and it's just
Probably.
there's not many.
See, I wouldn't mind playing Assassin's Creed for the storyline. That's part of that's what drew me in after I played the first one. But I think I finished the first one is the only one that I've actually finished. Okay. I think I played a little bit of some of the other ones. I can't remember. I think I played a bit of the second one. But I never got into it.
The one I just remember distinctly, well, I just because of the name
Black Flag. Yeah, I know. That's a lot of people like Black Flag. I think that's because it's a bit of a literally like a pirate simulator as well. Yeah. Like you're actually on a ship and you'd go around the seven seas and all that stuff. Like there's less running around. But that was the thing about the first one. It was a pretty big map. Yeah. And that's just the first one.
There's some good songs and good tunes and stuff on Black Flag. Like a lot of sea shanties came from that, and yeah.
See, I wouldn't. The ones that I would play would be the Black Flag, obviously Valhalla, and probably I forget what it's called, but it's one based in London or Britain.
But you're asking wrong dude.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what it's called.
There was one in France. I don't remember there being one in England, but yeah.
No, there was. Oh no, there was one in England before France. It was about like these twin brother and sister assassins or something.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I can't remember which one it is, but I know the one you're referring to. Number 18, Psychonauts 2.
What's Psychonauts 2? Never heard of it.
Yeah, apparently it's a weird platformer. It was a great game. It's a great game with some flaws, whereas the sequel takes everything great about it and makes it better. It's a surprisingly mature story, followed by creatively designed maps and a gameplay that isn't boring at all. It's just a platformer with weird, wacky characters, from what I can tell. You might check out yourself, like a trailer or something, but yeah, I can't really tell you what it is.
Hey Jackson.
Yes, Troy.
Do you want to, while we're talking, just start playing Rocket League?
No, I'm happy to keep talking because this is good.
Ah, come on! We can freestyle while we do this.
Number 17. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
The what?
Yeah, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. It's like a weird platformer again. 2D platformer, I'm pretty sure it is. It's got like a nice sort of dreamy night dreamy kind of theme going on in the background. Like it's. Yeah.
Wait, that's not the one with the skull-looking head thing?
No, that's Hollow Knight you're thinking of.
Yeah, I was thinking of Hollow Knight.
Yeah. And number 16, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Hey, number 15, Nier.
Wait, Nier?
Yeah,
Neil or Nier?
Nier.
Nier.
Yeah, you're playing weird anime girl who is an android.
Oh, are you sure it's Nier or Nero? Nier or something?
I'm not sure. But it's a JRPG.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about, the blind white-haired girl and her brother or something, I assume. Yeah. I've been wanting to play that actually.
It's actually coming out on Switch, which is weird because of the graphics on it. It's got a tank.
Oh, that is weird. And 14. Then what's the game? Metal Gear Solid gonna pop up there somewhere?
Don't know. Number 14, Resident Evil Village, which I believe is number 6 or 7 or 8.
What? No, it's like the third or something. So they started redoing Resident Evil, so you got to take that into account.
Okay, I wasn't aware.
So you've got the Resident Evil Village. I believe it's the sequel to. I can't remember what it's called. Oh. No. So they restarted the series, right?
Okay.
And they restarted the series with just Resident Evil.
Okay.
And Resident Evil Village is the sequel to the storyline for that. But they also did Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh yes, that's right. What's her name? The character's lady.
I don't know, Jill. One of them, I think.
Gillian and Valentine and something. Jill Valentine. Number 13, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Do you know the only reason I wouldn't play Resident Evil Village?
Why would you play Resident Evil? Because of the big lady?
No, I already know. Yeah. Oh. do Mark. Oh. Big lady. No, because I've already watched him play it, for example. I already know the storyline.
Yep, that's fair. Horizon Zero Dawn at number 13. This game got a lot of weird reception at the start.
I did play the Resident Evil one though. I remember playing the first. Yeah, I played that. Not the Resident Evil before that, the first one.
I'm talking about Horizon Zero Dawn now.
What about Horizon Zero?
I don't know. It just got a lot of weird reception when it came out because of the protagonist is female, and people are like, oh, she's got wrinkles. Oh, she's a ginger. She's got, do you know?
Isn't that like the caveman one or something? Is that right?
Kind of. It's like a weird. So you play in like this in the wild area, but like all the
in the wild,
robot, kind of mechanical
wild area. Oh, that's right. There's machines and stuff or something.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
That's all right. You're forgiven.
You control Alloy, a female hunter, trying to figure out why there's so many animalistic machines all around.
'Cause I'm wild.
It's a third-person perspective adventure game.
Third-person perspective adventure game. Okay.
Over the shoulder.
Sounds like The Last of Us.
Probably, but without the zombies.
Yeah, true.
Number 12 is called Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. In a situation where the indie... Oh, so it's an indie game.
Is that the one where they're in the desert?
No, this doesn't look very desert. It looks like a forest.
Oh.
It's a lovable TPP adventure title that doesn't bring anything innovative to the table, yet makes up for it with how great its execution is. Kenna fights her opponents using her magical staff and a bit of assistance from her little ghost-like friends that are called Rot. Ember Labs' title looks and feels like a huge budget Pixar movie with a sprinkle of darker theme, which we love apparently.
Oh.
Okay, number 11, Dishonored 2.
That's not the thief one, is it?
I don't know. It looks like a zombie one. I think that's the first one. In case you had a chance to play the first one, the adventure of the assassin Corvo, or Empress Emily Caldwin, continues 15 years after the events of the first installment of the series. The game is still a first-person perspective, stealth-orientated experience that gives us some thief vibes. I remember you're right then, yeah.
Yeah, because they break into, like, it's sort of a bit Assassin's Creed-y, except it's more first-person, I believe.
Yeah. So you give that one a go. Number 10, Dying Light 2, Stay Human. Again, a zombie game. You know. Wouldn't
mind. Once again, I think that's another parkour one.
Probably open world. Number 9, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Ooh. I'd play that.
Yeah, well, it's at number 9.
As long as it's not Lego.
It's not Lego, it's the real one.
Don't get me wrong, I don't mind Lego games, but I'm not particularly interested in them.
It has a Souls-like experience.
Oh, I know the one. Yes, it's a Dark Souls, but Jedi.
Yes, correct.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I've actually seen people play a little bit of it, not heaps, but a little bit.
Yeah.
Number 8, Death Stranding, also known as Delivery Guy Simulator.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'll play Death Stranding. I mean, it looks like a very beautiful game, but it also looks like the kind of game where you need to take hours with it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I don't like... It's too grey. Like, there's a lot of grey going on in this game. I don't...
What do you mean grey?
Like it's just like the scene.
Don't touch the rain.
Yeah, don't touch the rain. Number 7, Yakuza, Like a Dragon.
Like a dragon? Is that the? Oh no, that's. You know what? I wouldn't mind playing that Kung Fu one. Is that
Yakuza?
Is that Yakuza?
Yeah, I believe so.
The fighting Kung Fu one.
It might be. I'm not sure if it's Kung Fu, but there's like a combat system where there is implied of some sort of martial arts.
Okay, because the game I'm thinking of is entirely martial arts. I'm pretty sure it's called...
Not sure.
It's on Epic Games. Now I need to look, Jackson.
That's fine. Number 6, Red Dead Redemption 2.
I wouldn't mind playing Red Dead.
The game's been out for a while, but it's actually still it's been still, well received.
Yeah, I played it at a mate's place. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
5.
Big game, though. Big game.
Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Game of the Year edition. This came out in 2015.
The Witcher 3. I've also played that.
Number 4, God of War.
Which one though?
The
latest one. Boy. Yeah. Come here, boy.
This one might surprise you. Number 3, Half-Life Alex even.
Wait, what? Half-Life? Alex?
Yeah, Alex. Yeah, you remember the VR game?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's at number 3.
Makes
you don't
sense,
need a VR system to play it though. You can still play without VR.
No. I'd have to play the first 2 Half-Lives, I think.
Fair enough.
Which I could. I mean, I've got the thing for it. I could just get the game.
Number 2, Disco Elysium: The Final Cut. Never heard of this game, but it looks like a dark story background, philosophical manifestation. It's hard to comprehend, but rewards you with the most remarkable experiences that you get on PC. It has isometric adventure title inspired by tabletop experience. A dice roll will determine your actions as if you're playing a board game.
That doesn't sound too bad. I like games like that.
And Troy, would you have a darnest clue of what number 1 is?
Oh yeah, it'd probably be what's it called? I should know what the game is bloody called. I was gonna get it. Elden Ring. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I know that would be number 1 because I do want to. I played it here actually. I got Joe to bring his laptop over before I got this computer, and I played a little bit of it. It was fun.
So that was a pretty good list, I feel.
Yeah.
Which one stood out the most to you? If there's one that you would have gone, oh yeah, I should probably play that one. Which one would that be? I think it was. What was it was like one of the earlier ones you said. Assassin's Creed? No, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I mean, I could get into Final Fantasy VII, especially because the characters actually. Because the thing that sort of put me off about Final Fantasy VII. No, the voice actor. I mean, it's a bit old, and that's a good part of it. The good thing about it is it was quality.
Yeah, quality.
No, I didn't like the sprites because they were like 16-bit or something.
No, those days are long gone.
Yeah, but they actually look like the how the characters were drawn in that now.
Yeah, yep.
Because he had Cloud in his arms, he had these big round arms.
Yeah, big polygon arms.
Yeah, I was watching them run, you're seeing these 3 circles on arms going back and forth. Because a friend of mine played it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean because I've seen a lot of.
But I've always liked turn-based RPGs, and Final Fantasy is one of those games that I liked. I especially like Final Fantasy X because that game they took it to. They mixed up the formula. They made it was still turn-based, right? But it was active turn-based.
Okay.
So in other words, it wasn't you go then I go, then you go then I go. It was I'm going to attack in 5 seconds. And it was real time, so you could run away from your opponents, and while the timer was ticking down, and then turn, swing your sword, and then run away again. So it was active movement basically is the best way for me to describe it. You're always in combat.
Okay.
You just had it's hard to explain. You'd have to play the game.
Yeah, that's fair. So it seems like the first 5 games that are listed were the ones you were mostly interested in, roughly.
Let's see this list. Where's this list you've got here, Jackson?
So it's on GG Deals.
Yeah.
I'll copy paste it to you. Hopefully it doesn't screw it. It probably will screw it up, but it doesn't matter. I'll actually Facebook it to you. That'll fix it.
Yes, please do.
Because if I do it, Discord, I'll break the windows that we're using to record.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I don't
Messenger. T. There he is. And I'm sending you the link, not to my wife, to you. I am, yes.
What's that? You're sending it to your wife, me? I'm not sure.
No, because my wife's messenger came up first. While you do that, I'm going to read you 2 headlines.
Read me 2
World
headlines.
Chess Grandmaster denies using anal beads to beat world number 1.
What? Start again. What was that? I wasn't paying attention.
The world of chess has been rocked after a player allegedly used wireless anal beads and its vibrations to signal his next move.
Wait, so he had anal beads in his bum and someone would... Remember, Steve. If he's gonna move his pawn, make sure to buzz twice. If he's gonna go for the king, buzz 3 times. And if it looks like if I'm about to do match point, make sure to keep that buzzer going so I can really feel it deep in my buns.
It's funny because chess players have had a weird history of cheating in most weird ways. There was one guy who he went to have a toilet break, and apparently he used an online game to figure out what move his opponent was going to do. He had a simulator game on his phone. He's like, all right, so if I do these moves, I'll win. And they found him on the toilet with the thing that he was using. And another one, an aged care facility in Taiwan had to apologize after hiring a stripper, to the old folks' home to bring them some happiness and like cheer up the old folk. So some of these aged care.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Kenna. Yeah, I've seen the trail. I've seen this.
Yeah.
I'm flicking through all of them now. Oh my goodness, cool. The anal bit.
Yeah, anal bits. And the stripper being hired at an aged care place to cheer up the old folk.
Okay, so I've just looked at Jedi: The Fallen Order, right? And it's got the trailer here. And the character in the trailer looks like the weirdest animation ever.
His eyes are like popping
out.
Oh,
yeah, the mouth and the nose are sticking out.
It looks wrong.
It does, it really does. Death Stranding. You know the problem I've got with Yakuza? Yeah, that's not the game I was thinking of. I was thinking of Kung Fu something or whatnot. The Witcher 3. I can't believe that's here, Game of the Year edition, yeah. I think I've got that.
2015 came out.
It's an old game. Oh yeah, God of War. So, do you know the only problem I've got with most of these?
What's that?
They're all games I've heard of and, like, they're interesting, but I want something different.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
I don't want to play Splatoon, Jackson.
No. Because
I know exactly what you need.
When Xbox and PlayStation have, like, their Direct or whatever, and Nintendo... Well, I mean, I'm going to know this because they don't have games on PC. But, like, especially, like, Xbox, they release games and announce games...
True.
I look at them and go, oh yeah, they look cool, but then I'm like, no, I'm not playing them because my primary gaming system is my Switch, my Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I should get a Switch so I can play Pokemon. Actually, I could play Zelda on Switch too.
You can, and there's a new one coming out in May.
I suppose I could wait for Breath of the Wild too. I could skip Breath of the Wild.
It's actually got a name. The second one's actually called Breath of the Wild. Sorry, it's called Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, I see. Because the kingdom's falling.
It's falling and lifting because in the trailers, I don't know if you saw the latest trailer.
Oh, that's right. He was in the first trailer I saw. He was skydiving or something.
Yes. Yeah. He climbs up.
Definitely haven't seen that in a Zelda trailer before. Definitely haven't seen Link skydiving in any of the games.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Skyward Sword.
Yeah. What? There's a game where he skydives already. Yeah,
I think
true.
On the trailer there was no birds, like in Skyward Sword you find the birds.
Oh.
There's no of those birds. I don't know. There's a name for it. Yeah.
What I should do is finish some of the games I've started, like Call of Cthulhu.
That's a good idea. And there's you uploading for content.
Yeah, well, it's been hard to do that. I think I might just stream it from where I'm up to.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
I liked your way of editing and narrating those videos. They were funny.
It was fun to do, but I lost most of the footage from Chapter 2, so I'd have to redo that one possibly, which I could do. I just need to find the time for it. Oh, no, sorry, the energy and the effort.
Yes.
Yeah, I had like a 20-minute nap earlier because I was just that exhausted. Cause I woke up at 4:30 to go to work.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I also woke up at like 4:50. I started at 6 this morning in Elsternwick.
Fun.
Yeah. But then I start at 7:30 tomorrow in Carrum Down, so I'm happy.
Oh, nice. I'm starting in Officer.
Ooh, that's not far, but yeah.
It's very close to me, which is nice. Well, actually, I was starting Officer, but I got to go to Cranbourne instead now. Anyway, I'm digressing.
That's okay.
What games would you recommend, Jackson?
Well, you know what's weird? I kind of like coming around to Cyberpunk because I kind of like them open world kind of city games where you can just go and cause chaos.
That's true, yeah.
Because
of course, just cause you can.
You were just going to you just stole my.
No, I didn't steal anything. I just read your mind. I can see your mind has not been fully freaked yet.
Well, the thing is, right? I feel like with Just Cause, they released so many games now. Like so, we're up to 4.
That game. Just watching because I watched your video of it playing it. That was such a stupid, silly looking game. It looked like Goat Simulator on steroids.
It was basically Goat Simulator, but with a dude with a bunch of rockets and shit blowing things up.
I just have one question. Like with the weapons with that game, did you just not have unlimited ammo sources and weapons and whatnot?
Perhaps. But it just makes it like, cause like with your little little gizmos that you have, like so there's like a
yes, I know, sticking it on the guy and then sticking it on the wall and having the wall hit the guy.
And it's supposed to balloons and you can modify them things. It's just so much fun. You can do so many stupid things, like make a slingshot for a cow to go flying to the sky. Make put like these rocket boosters on the bottom of a car and send the car up to the sky. And then you can put some so my favorite thing to do was you put 2 boosters on the back of a bus, and then you put like 3 along the side, and then what you do is you activate the boosters, and the thing just goes round and around and around.
Where have I seen that before?
I did that on one of the Just Cause videos.
No, I mean but it's making me think of Happy Wheels.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because you got the boosters in Happy Wheels and whatnot.
Yeah.
Any of those sandboxy sort of games are fun like that.
Yeah, and well, yeah. I'm kind of looking if there will be a Just Cause 5, because Just Cause 4 they had a lot of DLC expansion passes, like expansion packs, I should say, but they weren't that great for me. Like there was one where there were kind of like an alien vibe was going on. There was also like this weird new hypnotic drug kind of mode or something. I don't know how to explain. It was just,
you were on LSD mode, were you?
Probably. I think it's what it was.
Well, the walls are melting, man.
But
oh my goodness, the walls are melting, man.
People, it was on Facebook, the Just Cause official page. They had this community competition where like people doing stunts, the best stunts. And like there were still people posting stunts from Splatoon. My gosh, I have an issue. People from Just Cause 1 or Just 2 doing crazy tricks.
Gotta play Splatoon. Must get inked.
I told Gunny that I like he should get it.
Get what, Splatoon?
Yeah, because like even the story mode is really worth it as well.
Oh yeah.
It's a really good story.
I bet it is.
Hero mode. Yeah.
Oh well, maybe I'll get it. Wait, isn't it on Switch?
Yeah, you can get Switches for like $300-400.
Yes, I definitely want to get.
I'll give you a tip: if you want to get a Switch for cheaper, that's perfectly fine. Go to cash converters.
That's not a bad idea, actually. I'll probably do that if I get one.
Because like the cheapest model is a Switch Lite, and usually at retail price they're still like $350.
But on cash converters, they're 150.
Close, 190. But yeah,
190.
That's really good. That's really good for the Switch Lite. It's not the dock one; it's the handheld one.
Yeah, but I'd rather get the handheld one, to be honest.
Well, I mean, the Switch itself is handheld.
I know, but like, I'd rather pay less just for something that's only handheld. Yeah, like, I like the idea of being able to set it up with the TV, but at the same time, I'd rather buy it for the handheld option.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because I'm sitting there going, it doesn't matter if I'm playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on a computer or TV screen or on a hands device.
Yep. Fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, there's some good old games for you to ponder.
I'm glad you picked every game that most people have heard.
I mean, that's the thing there, right? Because like,
yeah, see, we're off to a great start. We've done our research well. Let's Google games people like to play. Latest games 2020.
I said best PC. I googled best single player PC games 2022, and that's what the list gave me.
I'll tell you what the best single player game 2022 game is.
What?
I forgot what its name was actually. It's called it's called Potion something. I think it's Potion. Hold on, let me go to my Steam.
Are you talking about the game that's like Wizardry but also Fortnite?
No, it's nothing like that. It's called.
Because that game died because the servers weren't being used.
It's called. Let me just make this big on this screen. No, this is it's called Potion Craft. Go on Steam and look at Potion Craft.
Potion Craft. Potion Craft. One word, I'm assuming? Or?
It's two words actually, but it doesn't really matter. Maybe I should play Pogo Stuck again.
Oh,
that was
Alchemist
fun.
Simulator.
Mm.
My Alchemist Simulator.
It's a really fun game, believe it or not. It's just it's a ridiculous because the whole point of the game is basically just selling potions to buy more ingredients to make more potions. But you've got a little map.
What the heck is this?
You got a little map, right? You start in the center, and basically ingredients move in certain directions, and you can crush up an ingredient to make it move.
This game is like, oh my god, what was it?
It's literally Alchemist Simulator.
Yeah, I know.
You should make a video on your channel, actually. It'd be interesting to see you play it.
There was a game because this game was just putting things in place to make stuff. There was an old PC game back in the day that based on this, but like you used all these gadgets. Oh, what was it called? Fudge. I'm annoyed. It was an old game. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Probably can't buy them anymore these days. But yeah, you basically put all these gadgets, gizmos in one spot, and then the ball has to get to the target, and you get all these weird gadgets and gizmos that do something.
Oh, you got to move it to the target.
Yeah, but I can't remember what the game was called. It was so fun.
This is similar to that, but there's multiple there's so many different variations.
There's no right or wrong.
Correct. You can like make a big loop as long as you get to a particular potion. You make that potion, then you can just sell it. Exactly. But the problem with the game is, well, I think it's still in beta at the moment. I don't think they've finished it. But you got to you're limited with your resources for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you're stuck doing the same thing over and over again a few times. Yeah, but you can save recipes and all that.
That happens.
Yeah, I need to get back to that. I should just look at all the different Steam games I've already got actually at the moment.
That would be a good idea.
Oh, look what came up at the top of my recommended. Cyberpunk 2077. $44.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
That's expensive if you ask me.
I mean,
on Steam, I could probably get it cheaper somewhere else.
Epic, if it's on Epic, but it's not. It's definitely not on Game Pass though.
Oh, there's a game I've been looking for. I might want to play at some point. It's called Arid. You basically wake up in a desert. And I forgot about Project Zomboid. I'm just looking at a bunch of games. I forgot. Oh, Jackson, you'll love this. So, I bought a little 3-game Steam key thing. Oh, 3 random games. Yeah. One of them is called. Where is it? It's here somewhere. One of them's Vicky Spotter Zoo. It looks like a 3-year-old app game for a 3-year-old.
Okay.
And the other one, which is even worse, maybe I deleted it. I probably deleted it. Oh,
have you heard of
Truffle Saga?
About, Toilet Chronicles?
Nope.
Well, you gotta try that. It's funny. It's not really horror, but it kind of feels like it could be horror. It's a good puzzle game. Toilet Chronicles.
My goodness. You know what? While I'm on the store.
And one more, Internet Cafe Simulator 2. It's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
It's so bizarre.
No, build your own internet cafe simulator. What was that one where you build your own internet cafe? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, Internet Cafe Simulator 2.
Oh, they brought out a new one.
2. Yeah,
what was the toilet one called?
Toilet Chronicles.
Unflushable.
No, that's wrong, Courtney.
I wish I could spell toilet instead of tile.
You can't spell toilet?
No, I just misspelled it.
Oh, okay. Oh, was it called like the one from Machines? The Wonderful Machine.
Cool. Oh, I think it disappeared. Toilet Crisis Simulator.
The Incredible Machine. That's the game I'm thinking of.
I am the Incredible Machine.
No, Troy.
You're not thinking of Toilet Crisis Simulator, are you?
No.
Oh my goodness, this game. It's only $1.
Toilet Chronicles?
No, Toilet Crisis Simulator. I don't think it's on Steam, the game you're thinking of. I couldn't find it. Really?
Toilet.
Yeah, I know how to spell toilet.
CHR.
Hold on, copy.
It's on Steam. I'm looking at it.
Cron. Ah, there it is. I must have missed the H when I was spelling it.
Yes, you did. Yeah, easy to forget the H.
I thought I had to see.
That's
Stay in the cabin. What is
Yeah.
this? What do you do in this game?
I don't want to tell you because it's very funny.
Why is there a gnome? Why does the character have an axe?
You got gnomed.
Why is my ear itchy? I mean, eye.
So that potion craft game, just going back to that quickly, the game it reminded me of was a game called The Incredible Machine.
Yeah.
You build your own contraptions, and kind of remind me of
Fair enough. You should get potion craft. Nah, don't. It's a fun little game, but I don't think it's worth playing for very long.
That's fine. So yeah, that's my little recommendations too. I've got for you.
Thank you for your recommendations, Jackson.
That's fine. Actually, just one off the top of my head, even though you probably won't get into it as much. Trackmania.
I could play a little bit of that. I've looked at the game a little bit.
It's just a timer racer kind of thing. I guess.
I've had a look, and you go around the loops and stuff, don't you? And you can go upside down and stuff like
build
that.
your own tracks as well, which is nice. Customized tracks and customized painting cows.
Next you'll be getting me to play Forza 4Zone or whatever it's called, 5. Horizon, that's it.
Forza 4, I think it might be better.
Forza, that's
no
it.
offense to Mexico, but I don't. The cars are nice, but like I don't know, I can't really get into the Mexican sort of
landscape.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, if you drive far enough, you'll get to another country in South America.
Possibly, yeah.
Wait, is Mexico considered North America or South America?
Central America.
Is there actually a Central America?
Mexico is not considered part of North America. Yes, because there's North America, Central America, then there's South America.
Are you sure there's a Central America?
Yeah, because Central America is where
Mexico would be.
Central America. Region North America. Oh, well. I mean, it kind of is.
So is there a Central America or not?
Yeah, it's a subcontinent of North America.
There you go. So it's not really. It's just, it's not a continent. It's part of North America.
Subcontinent.
What is a subcontinent, Jackson?
So, I don't know, it's like a micro region within a region.
Yeah, I know where it is, Courtney.
Courtney, you're on video, by the way, just don't you know.
Yeah, you're on video, by the way.
At least you're wearing clothes.
Oh.
You've been over an hour.
I know.
Because countries like Honduras, El Salvador, Costa Rica, and Panama are in Central America. So yeah.
But it's not. But what is Central America a part of?
So Central America basically connects between North America and South America.
I know that. No, but it's. You just said it's. Is it a continent or not? You said subcontinent. What's a subcontinent?
Okay, googling subcontinent.
Because you know what's a subcontinent to us? Tasmania is a subcontinent of Australia.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It's part of the.
A large distinguishable part of a continent, such as North America, or part of Asia containing India. Yeah. Yeah, the part of Asia that contains India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh is a subcontinent to Asia.
But it's still Asia. Still part of North America. So we've got North and South America. Mexico is part of North America.
Don't shoot me. I'm just the person who's Googling things. Yes.
I think people just use it because there's two big continents, and because they're connected, they put a third continent in the middle just to make it easier. So when someone says North America, South America, they'll go, oh, Central America. So that way they know it's in that middle area. Just like how you've got West Europe and East Europe, even though it's all Europe.
Anyway. Well, that's going to wrap us up, I think, Troy. Any final things and thoughts you want to talk about quickly?
Not really. You have... thank you. I've had it since... I've had it for like 10 years or something. This used to be an outdoor shirt when I was like 16. Now it's an indoor shirt when I'm 28. How times have changed. That's what happens. Yeah. That's what happens when you times things by 2.
Time never forgets.
When I'm 32, it'll be ripped. It'll be a ripped shirt.
Well.
But I'll still wear it time after time.
Time after time.
When you're lost and you will find me. Time after time. That's how we're gonna end this. Sing with me, Jackson.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna end the podcast. Thanks, guys, for watching. Check out Troy on his Presticles YouTube channel, Time After Time. Check out this.
That's my new channel, Time After Time.
Just a whole YouTube dedicated to videos of Troy singing Time After Time.
When you love and you will find me.
Out of key.
Time.